All right, last problem on this 3.6 homework assignment. We have a tree diagram to answer the following questions. If you draw 3 cards from a deck of 52, what's the probability that the first is a heart and the next 2 are not hearts? So basically, we're doing all these probabilities of hearts and not hearts. There is a second page to this, just a heads up. All this, we're answering all this, but I made a tree diagram. I would love for you to pause the video and try this out on your own. But here it is if you are ready to copy this down. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, so we are ready. I've got my diagram here. I'm going to just go back. My first question was the probability that the first is a heart and the next 2 are not hearts. So this was kind of like that last one where we started. We have an and statement. So this is the probability of A and B, whereas the next question is the conditional. The last 2 are not hearts given that the first is a heart, so I'm going to do this one first. This is the given, A given B. So this means that we are given that the first is a heart. So then the second and third card are not hearts. Okay, so I can follow that on my tree diagram to find the probability. So first choice is a heart, next non-heart, next non-heart is this probability right here, 0.145. So here we go, 0.145, which is about 15%. All right, so then I'm going to use this for the help on that front page, all the way back here. So the probability that the first is a heart and the next 2 are not hearts would be the probability of A given B that we just found times the probability of B that the first is a heart. So that I just found was 0.145 times the probability of the first one being a heart. Well, there's 13 hearts out of 52 cards. So I'll multiply here, 0.145 times 13 divided by 52, which is a quarter, but that's okay. 0.03625, so this is about 4%. All right, next. We have the probability that there's exactly 1 heart. All right, so this is like our last question. So this should be a little bit more comfortable because it's kind of like the tree diagram with the quarters and stuff. So exactly 1 heart. We'd add up all these probabilities where we have only 1 heart. So here's a heart. Then we could go non-non. We just did that. Right? That'd be the only option up here. Otherwise, we have more than 1 heart going on. So then I could go down here. I could go non-heart, heart, non-heart. Or I could go non-heart, non-heart, heart. So I've got 3 times 0.145, it looks like. Those are my 3 possibilities. Okay, that is 3 times 0.435, which is about 44%. We have exactly 1 heart, which is pretty cool. A little less than 50%. All right. The second is not a heart, given that the first is a heart. So if the second is not a heart, let's see. Then if this is a given, so we want this is another probability of A given B. B is the probability that the first is a heart. And then we want A as the second is non-heart. All right, so we would multiply those probabilities. Okay, so I've got first is a heart and then the next is a non-heart, so I'd multiply those 2 together. So I've got 13 out of 52 times non-heart would be 39 out of 51. We get about 19%. Okay. What's the probability that the second card is a heart? So I need to circle all the ones where the second card is a heart. So I could have the first card be a heart, I could have the second one be a heart, and I could have the third one be a heart. So this would be fine. I could have first and the second card be a heart and a non-heart, so that one's fine. This one is a second card non-heart, anything over here. So that can't happen. And down here, I could go non-heart, second card heart, yes, and the last one heart, so okay. I should actually use a different color here. So hold on, I'm going to use more than one circle. So second card heart here and here. Okay, then not this guy. No. Then we've got non-heart, heart, heart. Okay, that one works. Non-heart, heart, non-heart. That one works, but these do not because that second card is a non-heart. So I'm going to add these 1, 2, 3, 4 together. I've got 0.013 plus 0.046 plus 0.046 plus 0.145. So about 25%. Okay. Then last card is a heart, given that the first was a heart. So I need to find all those. I'm going to use a different color because I'm really marking this up. Red. So first, given the first is a heart, so this is for sure, and then I need the third card to be a heart. So that could be here, this one. That could be not that one. Heart and heart. That could be this one and not that one. So I'm going to add these probabilities. 0.013 plus 0.046, and that would be it, given that the first is a heart. So we have about a 6% chance of that happening. Is 0.059, which is about 6%. All right, and the last card being a heart. So I could have this probability, non-heart. This probability, non-heart. This probability, non-heart. This probability. Okay, so I'm going to add all my check marks now. So I had 0.013 plus 0.046 plus 0.046 plus 0.145, about 25%. All right, and that is the end of your 3.6 worksheet.